Hi, I am Jenny from Texas. I am the oldest of the cousins on the cousin chat, and today we are going to do a makeup tutorial. First things first, just woke up, haven't done anything with my face, so that's why it looks like this. No judging. I start with Olay. Hopefully you can see that. Moisturizer, I love this stuff. It's very lightweight and good. You can see I use it a lot. I do use the fragrance-free one because I find that it's more sensitive. I have more sensitive skin, so it works better with that. So I go ahead. And my mirror's over here, so I'll be glancing over there occasionally. I do go onto my neck a little extra for that, just because I end up putting foundation on my neck to blend, so I just want to make sure that wherever I'm going to put my foundation that I have good moisturization. Always make sure to do that. Done. Very easy. For the foundation, I actually use Kat Von D Locket Tattoo. This stuff is incredible. The coverage is amazing. I actually use two different colors and I blend them together. Medium 54, light 48. And I use the Ecotools brush. It's got a little bit of an angle to it, which is awesome. I used this one yesterday, so it's got a little bit of makeup still left on it. I got it at Walgreens for $4 or something, so pretty cheap. These I got at Sephora. But I go ahead and I start with the medium. It's a pump, so you can see when it runs out, which is nice. I just do one pump into my hand. I'm a lot more fair-skinned, so I do about a pump and a half of the light just right on top of the medium. And then I go ahead and I take my Ecotools brush and just mix it together so it's on the brush. And then I go ahead and I start applying it. Make sure you go all the way to your ear and all the way to your neck, especially if you're gonna have your hair up. It kind of feels thick, but it's really light once you get it on. So that's the good thing with it. And it goes to like a matte finish, which I absolutely love. You can see I'm doing one side of my face first, and we'll do the neck region. I'm just blending a little bit down right now, and we'll go ahead and do more of that. I don't do directly under my eye because we'll come back with some Kat Von D concealer and go ahead and blend that in. But if you can see, that's the two sides of my face. So get more, and I go ahead and I do the other side of my face. If I was gonna do going for a night out, I might use a little bit more foundation. Today's a work day, so not as much foundation as I may use on a fancy night. But the coverage on this is fantastic. I love it. I do my eyelids. Some people prefer not to. I like to blend and make everything seem the natural color. You do want to bring it onto your neck. So I blend there a little bit. And so I've got it all over my face. Then I go ahead, and the stuff that I have left on my hand, I go ahead and I wipe kind of on my lower neck. And then I go ahead and just blend all of that down with the brush. Make sure to kind of go on the side of your neck as well. You don't want to, if you have a pony or your hair up all day or something, you don't want to have a line there either. So looks pretty well and blended. Usually put a little chapstick on in case I'm gone. Normal chapstick. Nothing fancy. I am obviously not brand loyal. I mix and match. I'm very much a hodgepodge of makeup. So for my eyeliner, which I do next, I use the Almay liquid in black. And so I shake it up a little bit. I do have false eyelashes on, if you can see those. So you just gotta be kind of careful of those when putting this on. Just a thin line, real quick and easy, right over the top here. Now, I don't usually do below. It just doesn't look the best on me, but I think everyone's a little bit different. So this stuff is really great. The brush is very pointy, so you're able to just quickly apply some eyeliner. Now, some people prefer a pencil, and that's great. The pencil never really worked the best for me. So there we go. A little thicker than maybe I normally do. Well, we can correct all that with the eyeshadow. Then what I do while that's kind of drying, just takes a second, I take my blush brush and Estee Lauder blush, pure color brush, number 17 Wild Sunset Shimmer. And I just go ahead and I do my blush. Not too much. Again, I am really clear skinned, so you don't want to get crazy with it. Just something to give you a little color. Then I go ahead and do my eyeshadows. Again, we're switching brands all the time. This is the Naked Urban Decay. You open it up and it's this palette. Comes with a brush, which is really nice. I just stay right here within the first 5 colors is what I use on a daily basis. And then nights out and stuff, I might venture out of that a little bit. So first I put on the 3rd color over. It's called Naked. And you can probably do this with any palette that you find. And I'm just putting that on my eyelid up into the crease a little bit. You can see that. And just get that all over. It's a lighter color. It still gives you something. You can see. And then I go ahead and I take, it's the 5th color over, it's called Buck. And I do that just in the crease. And then I drag it down to mix in a little bit. That's just the way I like it. A little bit on this side. Gotta make the funny faces when you're doing your makeup too. That's just a given. And then I go ahead over the top. I use the 4th one. It's called Sidecar. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it. So I just do that right on top of that original color. Helps everything blend a little bit. Not sure where they come up with these names, but they do. Okay, now we're gonna do up here, and I go ahead and I start with Virgin color right up under my eyebrow, and I'm pulling in that Buck color, that darker color, just so it blends. So I'm using just, you know, light strokes kind of at a diagonal. Once I feel like that's in there pretty good, I use the 2nd color, which is called Sin, and I put that right on top of the Virgin. Not too much, it just adds a little bit of shimmer. Still the same brush stroke to kind of blend. And that is my eyeshadow, folks. If you want to use a primer underneath, you can. Honestly, some days I do, some days I don't. Today I didn't, but if I do, it's called Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and I like this. It's in Minor Sin, and this color is pretty good. Didn't do it today, no big deal. That eyeshadow is good enough usually to stay. So from there, I go ahead and I do my concealer. This is the Kat Von D concealer in medium 22. I go ahead and I just put it on my finger and just right under my eye, because remember we didn't put our foundation there, so we need to make sure to cover that. And some people like to put their foundation there and then also use the concealer, but it blends very well with the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation, which again, can I say how much I love that stuff? Okay, and just kind of go all the way around. We're almost done. I use the Smashbox Photo Op Eye Brightening Mascara. Now, I don't need to do it on my top eyelashes. Some people do a false eyelashes, so I just leave them. They're volume ones, I don't put it. So I just use this for underneath my lashes. My friend got me hooked on this. See, nothing major. And then I just take my little, like an eyebrow eyelash pencil. This could be used for both. And I just go ahead, like I said, since my top ones are already in, I just kind of make those plump up a little bit more. Just scoot them all over so they look real, right? You can add some color to your lips later. I usually just take a tissue and I just wipe all around my face. The foundation has set, so it just kind of blends everything, I feel like, since I don't use a powder. I'm very dry skinned and fair, so the powder kind of dries me out and causes me to break out. So that's not something that I choose to use. Hope you liked the video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Have a great day. Bye.